Don't know what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane, and I'm not complaining.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So today's video is one that I have been really excited to make. I've been wanting to make like a workout video showing you guys kind of what I do, like the inside scoop of like what exercises I do and all of that sort of stuff for so long. But because most of my workouts are resistance training in a gym, it's been really hard for me to do it because I haven't wanted to film in a gym. But today I got up at 6 a.m. and I went down to my gym and I filmed my workout. So it's a public holiday today in Melbourne. So 6 a.m. on a public holiday, you best believe there was no one in the gym. I had an absolute field day filming all of my little like exercises that I do and all of that sort of stuff. No one asked for this, but I wanted to do it for so long, so I'm gonna do it. Today, I'm gonna be training shoulders and I'm gonna be training chest and a little bit of triceps. Probably will only do maybe like 2 exercises that actually isolate the triceps, but usually they're activated in most of the movements that I'm doing anyway, so I'm not too concerned. Just a little bit of background information. I like to break up my weeks doing 5 to 6 training days a week. Just recently I changed to doing 3 lower body and either 2 or 3 upper body sessions. Today is going to be shoulders and chest, which is my all-time favorite day. And I think this one's really important because I feel like shoulders is one, especially for girls, that have the least amount of education on, if that makes sense, because I think there's kind of like a whole thing where girls just train legs and they don't really train upper body and all of that sort of stuff. But upper body happens to be my favorite day. So I really hope this video helps out a girl out there, or even a guy out there that wants to start resistance training but has no idea what exercises to do. These ones are super easy and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I usually every exercise I do, I'll always superset it. I like to keep the intensity really high in my workouts. So if you don't know what a superset is, it's basically having 2 exercises and doing them back to back, having a rest, back to back, having a rest, and I usually repeat that 4 times. So it just really keeps the intensity up. So today I'm doing 5 supersets in total. That's going to be 10 exercises. I'll be doing a voiceover over this video to like explain what I'm doing, but yeah, just giving a little bit of background info. Usually I'll do between 8 and 12 reps per set, and usually I'll do about 4 sets, if that makes sense. So my workouts usually take about an hour and I usually finish off with a little ab session at the end, but unfortunately I didn't film that today, so I didn't do it just because I didn't have enough time. Beginning at the gym is one of the hardest things in the world. And I remember it back in the day, I was so nervous. I got really discouraged because I could barely lift any weights. But like, it's something I've never done before, so obviously I'm not going to be amazing at it. I've probably been weight training now properly since I was 20, so almost 3 years now. The video is going to be pretty short, so I'm just going to add this as a bonus video in the week. Usually I only upload once a week on a Wednesday, but this is just going to be a little bonus one, so you know, gotta love it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, just give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to see more from me. If you want to see my back and bicep day, my ab routine, my leg day, my glute day, anything like that, please let me know because I would absolutely love to film something like that for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and I really hope you enjoy it.
Okay guys, so the first exercise I'm doing here, I always start with this one. This is just a barbell shoulder press. I always start with this one because I find it the hardest, so I always have the most amount of energy obviously at the beginning. I usually do about 10 reps of this and I'll superset it with the next exercise that you'll see me doing. The shoulder press is really great because it helps build up the deltoids, in particular the anterior deltoids, and it also does a little bit of help with the triceps as well. It activates them a little bit too. So this next exercise I'm doing is an overhead extension. This one isolates the triceps just that little bit more. I don't really do a heap of tricep exercises just because they're activated in a lot of other things, but I like to chuck this one in as well. This next exercise I'm doing here is a dumbbell shoulder press. So with this one, I usually do about 10 to 12 reps. I really like this one because it requires you to use a lot of stabilizer muscles as well. I like to do it seated as well so that I get a pretty direct and effective movement just to tax the shoulders just that little bit more. So this next exercise is what we call a vertical row. This is an exercise that I superset with the dumbbell seated press. I usually do about 10 to 12 reps of this one. This one's really great for your traps, which is a muscle if you don't know. It is technically a part of the back, but it extends up next to your delts and kind of up your neck as well. This next exercise is what we call a bench press, which I'm sure a lot of you would know. It's a pretty common exercise. It's actually one that I've only recently just started incorporating in my shoulder and chest day. But if you didn't know already, that this actually targets the chest muscles primarily and also will activate the triceps a little bit too. I'm still working on perfecting my form here, but usually I do about 8 to 10 reps of this exercise. This next exercise I like to superset with the bench press. This is what we call a lateral raise. I usually do about 15 to 20 reps of this one because I like to keep a bit of hypertrophy in this exercise, which is basically just doing higher repetitions. So this exercise targets the lateral deltoid, which essentially is just like the middle portion of your deltoid muscle, which, if you haven't gathered, is your shoulder muscle. And moving on to my next superset, this one is another lateral raise, I suppose, rendition, just using the cables this time. While they do seem pretty similar, this one is good because you still are under tension when the arms are like closer to your body because you're still having to hold the weight there. This exercise, again, I like to keep at high reps, so usually 10 to 15 I would say, and I like to superset it with the next exercise coming up. So this next exercise is what we call around the world. I'm sure it has 10,000 other different names, but this is just what I've been introduced to it as. This one, again, it does your delt muscles as well. It's another kind of form of a lateral raise, except you have a much larger range of motion, as you can see the difference. I usually do about 10 reps of this one. It is surprisingly really freaking hard.
Cut the strings of my guitar.
This next one is another tricep exercise, and I'll be supersetting it with the next exercise you'll see. This one's just called a tricep rope pull down, pretty self-explanatory. It targets the triceps, and it's just another one that I like to chuck in there just to isolate those tricep muscles again.
Make me smile, just so I could understand.
Last but certainly not least, we have this lateral and frontal raise combination. This one is so hard, and I like to leave it until last just to get that final sort of burn on my delt muscles.
Just so I could understand. What it takes to be your friend.
Okie guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it helped you out in some way, shape or form. If it did, don't forget to subscribe and also thumbs up this video as well. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more of this sort of like workout stuff. Maybe I'll make them longer next time. Maybe I'll talk in them instead of doing a voiceover. Just gotta, you know, gain that confidence, you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!